Jeez, what a grouch.
All right, let's get into polls. Sorry, we're a little tardy on polls this time around. Had a pretty busy week. Will the playoff committee get the bracket right this year? Out of 21 votes, 71% said nope, which I agree. I agree tenfold. Like, they've lost all credibility for those 7-8 years that it's been around. Conference championship titles don't matter anymore. We all know that they would let a 2-loss Alabama team or a 2-loss Georgia team in over a 1-loss Notre Dame team or over a 1-loss Utah Utes team if the Utes won the Pac-12. We're moving into the expanded playoff era. I sound like such an ass when I say this, but it's like, I think they're just going to go on one more hurrah where they're like, you know what? I can fetch over one more team. Because when it goes to 12, the same teams are going to get in every single year. Bama, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State. But it's like we got the top 3 teams from each of the 4 conferences. 3, 6, 9, 12. Easy peasy, just like that. 15-win season for the Vikings out of 31 votes. Hell no. Which, it was so funny because when I first saw this, like, this one person that said yes came in like way late. But like, I looked at it one time and there was like 27, 28 votes and they all said no, which I think it's so funny. Fall weather, rainy, snowy, sunny, or windy. Out of 44 votes, Snowy came out on top with 55%. I ask this because I went to the Southern Utah game against Arizona State. The game got delayed for over 2 hours. I was an idiot and I ended up staying the whole game. But that's why I asked, because it's like, would you sit through a 2-hour weather delay? Like, it got to be like 10:30 or something where it's like, I've already sat here for an hour and a half. I might as well just see this thing through, which they ended up winning. So your thoughts on realignment in college football? Love it, hate it, indifferent, we'll see. 64% indifferent, we'll see. You know what? Honestly, how it is college football has turned into something where the tradition of, hey, this is the Pac-12, hey, this is the Big 12, we are the ACC conference. We all know the number one conference in college football is the SEC. It's always been that way. If you look past, 30 years, like, the SEC's taken about 80% of the national championships, if I'm not mistaken. Like, after LSU won it and then Alabama won it, like, they did a stat where it showed the past 25 winners. And, like, Florida State, Clemson, Ohio State, and there was one more. I think it was Oklahoma in 2000 or something like that. But it's like there were like 4 or 5 teams that were the only teams that had won it outside of the SEC for the past 25 years. So I personally think, and I'll make a bigger video on it explaining it more in depth, but it's like, at this point, you might as well just dissolve the conferences. You might as well just let Alabama go play West Virginia in week 8. Penn State go into Utah and go play the Utes in the middle of November, or turn around and have Clemson go play Georgia week 3, week 4. At this point, it's all about money. So I think they would get a lot more money if they were making like all-star. Wow, look at this. We have Alabama against Georgia week 4. People would love to see that. Instead, it's like, nope, let's let them meet in December, which that would also make money. But that's it out of me. I will try to catch you all in the next video. Peace.